Welcome to the Weekly Spanish Review. This is for Mr. Jones' Spanish 1 class for the week of November 30th to December 4th. This week we got started on our new vocabulary, school vocab. As you can see on the screen, I'll read some of the Spanish words out loud, and then you can see on the right-hand side what they are in English. We've got la escuela, la sala de clase, el pupitre, which is also called el escritorio, desk, una pregunta, enseñar. If you take a look at enseñar, you see these last two letters are AR. That's an AR verb. In a few minutes, I'll go over the verbs in Spanish that we're learning, and also the grammar point, which is learn how to conjugate these AR verbs. All right, the next word is hablar, estudiar, escuchar, mirar, prestar atención, levantar la mano, contestar, dar un examen, tomar un examen, sacar una nota buena, sacar una nota mala, ir, dar, estar, una mochila, los materiales escolares, un libro, un bolígrafo, una hoja de papel, un cuaderno, lápiz, lápices, una calculadora, una carpeta, el uniforme, el pantalón, la camisa, la falda, la blusa, llevar, and el móvil, which is phone. Or you could say teléfono or celular. Just taking a look down this list, we can see some of the things that we do in class. We can see words like estudiar, to study. We could say the students study. Los alumnos estudian. Other things that you do in class, prestar atención, it would pay attention. Levantar la mano, you could answer questions, which would be contestar preguntas. Some things that the teacher does would be to dar un examen, to give a test. Contestar preguntas, answer questions. Now this bottom side of the list is focusing on some of the school supplies, like pen, paper, like bolígrafo, hoja de papel. Some things like a backpack, una mochila, and the things that you would carry in your backpack, like a cuaderno, una calculadora. So we saw the new words that we went over this week. Now we're going to move on to grammar. The grammar point that we're learning now is going to be the most important thing you're going to learn in Spanish 1. It's how to conjugate verbs. Now verbs end in AR, ER, and IR in Spanish. The first set of verbs we're going to be looking at are verbs that end in AR. Those are those actions. Some examples, like you can see here on the screen. Hablar is an AR verb. It means to speak. So as you can see here, we've got our verb, hablar, and we know yo means I. So to conjugate a verb, we take off the AR on the end right here. You see over the mouse. So I'm going to take off the AR and I'm going to substitute an O. So we've got yo hablo means I speak. Now for to, in all of our AR verbs, they're going to end with AS. So in the present tense, you speak. Tú hablas. Now if I want to talk about he and she and you formal, we got our verb here, hablar. So we take off the AR and we substitute the A. So he speaks. Él habla. She speaks. Ella habla. Nosotros, our endings are amos. So again, I take off my AR and I add amos to the end. Nosotros hablamos is we speak. I don't make you learn vosotros because that's only used in Spain, so you don't have to worry about vosotros. And then for this last one, ustedes, ellos, ellas, those end with AN. So we take off the AR and we add AN, like they speak. Ellos hablan. Now you can see here all these verbs in Spanish. Estudiar, to study. Enseñar, to teach. Levantar, to raise, like to raise your hand. Contestar, to answer. So you see all these AR verbs are going to end the same way. Remember, O for yo, AS for to, amos, and an. So again, mirar is another AR verb. Mirar, to look or to watch. So I take off the AR, I put an O. Yo miro, I watch. Tu miras, you watch. So make sure you're studying the vocabulary on Google Classroom, or if you're an in-school student, study it on your piece of paper, your vocabulary list. Even more important though is this new grammar that we're doing. We got to know how to conjugate verbs. Really, really important that you study this.